this is the third and final part of my media textual analysis, and this is on a film of my choice. And I have done it on Sherlock Holmes, starring Robert Downey Jr., the first Sherlock Holmes film done by him. The lighting was done a bit differently with this. You got your candle lights, you don't have your light bulbs or anything like that in that time. So using the light, this is typical candlelight. Something interesting with the lighting though, around the altar it seems very light, like it's quite bright, as if to show that what that guy's doing, which is sacrificing an innocent woman, is innocent. So it kind of plays with the stereotype of lighting and good and bad, light and dark. Diegetic sounds, sometimes you'll hear the odd occasional sound like a horse neighing, or you can hear people in the street. You can definitely hear that when they're in the carriage and the people are in the carriage and they're going up to the building. Camera angles and movement. There are a few close-ups, there's slow motion, I know where that's edited. There's a few camera angles, a couple medium shots of the character, and a good overhead shot they did on the altar and with the woman and the guy about to sacrifice. So there's an overhead shot of that. It kind of gives you a better view of what's happening, so you definitely know that she's getting sacrificed, she's just not lying there for a benefit. And it kind of shows the audience that this is actually happening. Something is actually happening, it's not fake, it's going to happen. Unless they stop it. Editing wise, they do when Sherlock Holmes is planning to beat up the guy, there's slow motion of him actually planning it, then it does it, and that's a form of editing, and it kind of shows the impact of what he's doing, really. Like in the slow motion, even in slow motion the punches look painful, and it kind of gives the audience a better feel for that, maybe a little bit of sympathy for the guy who's getting punched. Overall, it makes Sherlock Holmes a powerful character to be able to do this, like plan it out in his head, then actually make it happen exactly how he thought it out. It makes him look more superior. Props, you got your candles, which kind of show the era, which is what I noticed the most, and it kind of gives the audience a sense of what time they're in. Like they're in the late 18th, 17th century, something like that, and they don't have lights in those times, you just had candles, and that's how people got the lighting. And it's very strange for people to think of that, but that's how things were back then, and they were able to show that really good with the props. There is a little bit narrative on the slow motion part where he's describing what he's doing, and he just basically describes what he's doing, where he's hitting, what's going to happen to him, and it's pretty good how he does that, because it kind of gives you a better feel of what the impact of what he's doing again, like his punches. He even says that the recovery is going to be a while, I think it was 6 months, and he kind of makes Sherlock again look more of a powerful character, because he works these things out before they even happen, as if he can see in the future and know what's going to happen, which it makes him more of a powerful character and makes the audience think of him as a more powerful character in general. And that's it. And this was the final part of my textual analysis, and this was on Sherlock Holmes, the first movie done by Robert Downey Jr.